Hi everyone, I hope you are. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into XRP. Big up the CoinsKid crew. So right now XRP, it's broke out of this key level resistance. See this downward resistance just here? Broke out. Look at the power. You know, the big candlestick to break out. But what you've done, you ran into key resistance at the moment, which is the daily 20. You know, and potentially if you get rejected here and start to roll, this is a key level of support on the golden ratio, the 0618 at 03807. If you do start to come down and lose that, then you've got a big descending triangle pattern here where you've got resistance, support, resistance, and you come down like this. And if you coil up and you start to lose this is a descending triangle, which is a negative pattern, and with that it's equally a double M top pattern like this. Okay, so there's your support, there's your resistance, and then you come back down, test support, you're going to be in a technical target to the downside, and I'll show you that technical target will be from there to there. And you can see that if you do start to lose that support just there of this double M top pattern, you would start to come down and fill some of this wick and retest these lows. Now with that, I do think you're going to get capitulation here, potentially down to these levels here, the 1618, okay, currently sits at 02748, and at a push the 2 fib, because that's where you always capitulate. So if it does roll, it's opportunity, okay. And it is a big if as well, because to invalidate this scenario right now, this bearish scenario for XRP, we have to break this 20, fall back to support and run into the 55 as resistance and get that key resistance, you know, for XRP. I wish I could conclusively tell you that it's going to do this, that and the other, but the minute you're running into this key resistance, so it looks like this might start to play out over the next few weeks, where you get coil up in there and it gets really boring like this again, and really flat like this. Okay, and what you've done, you've made a high, you've made a lower high, and right now if you lose that support, you would be in a technical target minimal down to there 032, but with that you're losing this low, so you've actually got another impulsive move down here, a big push, you understand? And that for me would be capitulation of this correction, and I think that that's your target at a push is 02426 for XRP. You know, I wish I could say to you 100% it's going to go there, okay, but there's absolutely zero guarantees of that until it happens, obviously. So let's keep an eye on this going forward. Okay, this is XRP, it's running this resistance, it's daily 20, like I said to you just there when you was all the way down there. I said to you, look, pigs get slaughtered, don't be too greedy, but continuation of the trend, you're going to break up here because you've got this massive gap in the EMAs. You were really far away from the EMAs as well. Now one thing that's telling me that this potential scenario might not play out and you might start to break out and retest the 55 is overextension on the weekly. So let's look at the weekly. Look how overextended you are. So are we going to sort of get this right now? You know, it's hard to say. I wish I could tell you that, you know, yeah, you're going to get it, but for me, you are beginning to look really overextended from these EMAs if you did start to do that. You know, but anything's possible, isn't it? At that point, you're so overextended that I think you'll have such a violent recovery back into the EMAs. This is what happens with capitulation. When you start to come down and you capitulate, you do see a violent recovery. I mean, look here, you capitulated down there, really far from the EMAs, and then you got your violent recovery down there. If we move to the left, again, you look at the capitulation, so far away from the EMAs just there, and then you get your violent recovery back into the EMAs. And this is something we've not done yet. So if this does start to play out, I can't see us going much further than that on this capitulation before we do start to violently recover back into the EMAs. And this violent recovery would be the formation of a brand new uptrend. You know, as a thought experiment, let's say it does do this in the month of June. We do come down like this, we capitulate, and we get extremely far away from the EMAs like we did here and like we did here as well in this capitulation, if this does start to play out, okay? If that is a scenario, then I'm going to show you the next impulsive wave, and it's not conclusive because it's not happened yet, and I'm trying to find the low, just like here when I was able to give you the targets because I found the lows. Let me show you right now for those that are new to the channel. From this low to that high, I dropped the 1618 fib, boom, target met, okay, beautiful. That from there was a huge move, and then from this low to this high, once we broke that, again, you make your 1618 target on the dollar and the cent. Look at that, and that's what won me a lot of subscribers. Okay, so again, wherever your low is, I think your next impulsive move, because look, this is an impulsive move, this is a corrective move, this is impulsive move, and this is a corrective move back down to this low. You're holding it at the moment. Potentially, if you wick down, you're going to really get really low to it, 017. And again, like I've said to you, if you do start to come down and lose that, impulsive correction, you're going to create a big reversal wave, and you're going to roll into a massive bear market basically. If it is the scenario and we do come down and we get capitulation on the 2 fib right now, then I can show you your next target for XRP, the 1618, which will be hard to believe and hard to swallow, will be a minimal $7.15 in the next upcycle, just there for XRP. But let's say I'm completely wrong and we don't get this capitulation here, and this is the bear trap, this is your capitulation. Right now you're starting to form a violent V-shaped recovery within itself. Off this low, you're starting to do this V-shaped recovery out of it. And like I said to you, you know, you've got to see key resistances broken on the daily. You need to see the 55 broken. You've got to break this key resistance that you're forming right now as well, with a potential descending triangle with a target if you lose support down there at 0.232, I think it is. You've got to break out all of that key resistance above, and you've got to break up and backtest these 20 EMA and break through them and everything like that. If it is the case that that is the low at 0.33, then your actual 1618 target, which is hard to swallow, but I've just shown you where two were met, would be $5.89. Job done. So that's basically XRP. I wish everyone almost luck, but the way the market's moving at the moment, I do think that the bottom is extremely close here for XRP and crypto before this next impulsive move to the upside. Take care, everyone. Back soon with another update on XRP. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Bye bye.